Hello and welcome to this revision video for GCSE History Unit 2, the USA 1919 to 1941. We're about to talk about the Wall Street crash, but before we do, just a very quick primer on what Wall Street actually is. So the picture behind me shows the New York Stock Exchange. Wall Street is a street at the foot of Manhattan Island where the majority of stocks in the US are traded. So the New York Stock Exchange is where what we call blue chip stocks are traded, so the companies you might have heard about. And this is as true today as it was in 1929. Companies like Westinghouse, companies like RKO Radio, those companies that had the biggest effect on the US society, employed the most people, made the most famous goods. Companies like Ford, their stocks would be traded on the New York Stock Exchange. And when we talk about the Wall Street crash, we're talking about a crash that took place here on Wall Street. Now, how does the stock market work? The stock market, crucially, is about the interplay between three groups. It's about the interplay between companies which sell stocks, and they sell stocks in order to raise money to go about their own daily business. So if that's Ford, it sells stocks in order to raise money to buy the materials with which to buy cars, to give a very simple example. Investors are potentially people like you or I, institutions like pension funds, who buy stocks as an investment, as a way of earning money long term. And then there are brokers, people like those people behind me, who match the two. They take stocks from companies and sell them to investors. Now, also in order to understand the Wall Street crash, we need to know at a very general level why stock prices rise and stock prices fall. And that critically is about the interrelationship between three things: company profits, company dividends, and investors' demand for stocks. Now, broadly, company profits are what drive share prices. Companies make money, and at the end of each year, they total up their profits for the year, and they distribute those profits to their shareholders in the form of dividends or payments to shareholders. So if I own one share of Ford Motor Company stock, I am entitled to receive a small percentage of the profitability of Ford Motor Company. So I should be prepared to buy stock in Ford Motor Company as long as I think that that share of profits is going to stay stable or grow. That's my dividend income. That means that if profits continue to rise, stock prices should continue to rise. And it also means that if profits begin to fall, stock prices should fall correspondingly. What can change all of that is investor demand. If investors continue to believe that a company will make more money, or if investors are speculating on stocks, just believing that the market will continue to rise come what may, then they may continue to buy stocks, they may maintain demand at such a level that stock prices rise even though company profits are falling. And that means that eventually, when prices do adjust, we will have not just a modest correction in stock prices, but a crash. So remember, for the purposes of your paper, it's all about the relationship between profits, dividends, and investor demand.